This is the Barbados Today afternoon news for Wednesday, May 30th. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary-Claire Williams. Our top story this afternoon, Prime Minister Mia Mottley is today leading members of her cabinet and other officials on a tour of the South Coast Sewage Project. Government ministers attending include Tourism Minister Kerry Simmons, Maritime Affairs Minister Kirk Humphrey, Water Resources Minister Wilfred Abrahams, and the Transport and Works Minister Dr. William Duguid, as well as Foreign Affairs Minister Jerome Walcott. Mottley had pledged during the election campaign that addressing the sewage crisis would be one of the top priorities of her government. She is expected to get an update on the state of the injection wells and other matters. Officials from the Barbados Water Authority, the Ministry of Health, and Canadian experts, as well as the leader of Solutions Barbados, Grenville Phillips, are also present on the tour. In other news, President of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Eddy Abed, says although the business community is confident of an improved economy in the coming months, it will not be easy. Abed was speaking at yesterday's signing of an MOU between the BCCI and the Barbados Investment and Development Corporation. As the new administration gets down to work to turn around the island's economy, Abed says a lack of confidence over the past few months contributed to further stagnation in the economy.
Uncertainty is one of the greatest poisons to business. When businesses are uncertain or no longer confident, they drop anchor, they put up their shields, they lock down. And that's what has happened at least for the last 6 months because of the uncertainty and lack of confidence. Now that there is certainty and absolutely there's some confidence returning, I think we will see a movement in going forward. Equally, I think people want to know they want to have a greater sense of how things will be solved. We're all aware that there will be some pain, but it must begin with that pain. It can't just be pain. So if we know that we're going to do what we have to do as a country, that the upside is that within a few years we start to see some light at the end of the tunnel. The Prime Minister has made it clear that we will all want to protect the dollar peg and we'll do whatever is necessary. And there is a lot of work to be done. And businesses are aware of that.
Abed added that the Chamber's greater aspiration is to increase the level of foreign direct investment.
And you'd be surprised the amount of people who want to come and invest in this country, and they like to sense the temperature and the mood by asking local business people. We've been asked at the Chamber many times, Carlos will confirm it, what is the sense in the business community? And if they get a positive sense, that bears very well. If they get one of uncertainty, that does not bode well. So we're confident.
The newly elected Labour Minister, Colin Jordan, is promising that the Barbados Labour Party government will stick to its campaign pledge to expand the social partnership. The BLP promised in its 76-page election manifesto that it would invite additional members to the partnership, including non-governmental organizations. Following the first meeting of the social partnership under the new administration on Monday, Jordan said the inclusion of more members is still on the cards, but he is not sure how this will proceed.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. Grenada's Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Mitchell, is warning that natural disasters associated to climate change is creating a new normal in the region, and this will require a shift in development planning. Mitchell was addressing the opening of the 48th Board of Governors meeting of the Caribbean Development Bank this morning in St. George's. He said the region must accelerate its transition to green and blue economies and link economic development to environmental stability. Over in St. Lucia, the National Security Minister, Herman Gild Francis, is calling for patience among the island's cannabis movement as they continue to press for the decriminalization of marijuana. Last week, members of the movement called on Prime Minister Alan Chasney to state publicly his position on the decriminalization of the herb. It also called on government to stop dragging its feet on the matter. But Francis says there is need for collaboration among all sectors on the matter.
At the end of the day, we can't just do it as a government. We have to get in touch with the people. I will be speaking to the Honorable Philip J. as the leader of the opposition and see whether we can come up with a collective decision. I don't think it should be one party to make a decision and then the next party is calling about it. If we can come together and get a consensus, I think it's going to be better. So no political party can take any kudos or you want to blame a government for doing this or not. I think it should be a joint partnership.
On the international scene, Russian journalist Arkady Babchenko, who was widely reported to have been assassinated in Kiev on Tuesday, is alive and well. He appeared at a press conference on Ukrainian television earlier today. The head of Ukraine's security services told the news conference that the so-called murder was staged to expose Russian agents. Babchenko's wife had earlier said he had been shot in the back as he left their apartment in the city. And finally, Italy's political crisis moved into uncharted waters today as the state sought a last-minute compromise to end a 3-month search for a government. It is also looking to restore calm to financial markets. We get more in this Reuters report.
Global financial markets are still reeling, and Italy's political deadlock is the root cause. Investors are running for safe havens as the main hope for a functioning government rests with nationalist and Eurosceptic parties. Asian stocks down as much as 2% on Wednesday, while the euro sank to 10-month lows. A Reuters source has said the anti-establishment Five Star Movement and the far-right League have renewed talks to form a coalition. All attempts to agree a pact to date have failed. This time they may add another right-wing party to its prospective ranks. The other option would likely be another election, which sources say could be as early as July the 29th. Investors fear it would become a de facto referendum on the euro. The last time round, the Five Star Movement and the League came out as the two largest parties. Opinion polls show a snap election could produce an even stronger anti-establishment showing. This man, President Sergio Mattarella, has the power to dissolve Parliament and steer Italy towards new elections. Bidding to avoid that on Monday, he appointed a Prime Minister designate, Carlo Cottarelli, to try and form a stopgap administration. The pair met Wednesday for informal talks, but there's been few signs of success just yet. Without one, Italy's political crisis could be heading fast towards a snap vote.
And that's news this afternoon. Remember, there's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also sign up for BT's WhatsApp news alerts, and you can subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and on Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good afternoon.